And what it's saying is actually that HR should really be in the driving seat when it comes to AI in the enterprise for a number of reasons. First of all, shaping that kind of mix between what humans do, what machines do, planning for the future in terms of what does the workforce look like as AI pans out. A lot of the obviously AI and a lot of the HR systems and processes and anything to do with people, but also skills. Do people in the company have the right skills for AI? Are we acquiring the right skills? Are we reskilling people? Really kind of understanding that and being the voice of the human in all of this between the CEO and the IT department and the CFO. So absolutely vital. And I think what I've really learned in the last few weeks is we can tell people that they should be experimenting with AI, go and take a lunchtime and go and learn this system and do this and do that and reading newsletters and all that sort of stuff. And that's great. However, it's not enough because we don't know what we don't know. And this really came home to me because I went on a kind of a day's sort of AI training roundtable discussion with a guy who's a software engineer who's actually building this stuff. And I knew that there were things that I didn't know, but actually there was a huge amount that I didn't know. And I was like, I would never have found that out unless I had, someone at the source actually telling me the implications and discussing it with my peers in terms of where we're taking, where this is taking us. And also I think if people are sort of trying to do their own research without that sort of support, there's so much kind of AI bro nonsense out there. People just talking, nonsense about what's possible now and all this sort of stuff. And also people who are alleging that they're experts in AI, but actually they're just faking it. And it becomes sort of fairly obvious when you kind of dig into it. So I just think it's really important. And I think that we can't expect people to educate themselves to this extent at this stage of the AI revolution. 6 months ago, 12 months ago, made perfect sense. Now we're talking about big strategic enterprise stuff. And I think that companies need to step up and get people the right intelligence, the right training, the right structures, and the right frameworks to deal with this. Rona, what do you think?
So it's interesting because I was having this conversation. I actually had it at Transform with a CHRO that's on my podcast. It's going to be released later this week. And she was saying, and I actually agree with her, HR shouldn't be leading the charge when it comes to AI. We know the people 100%. We can help with the change management and all of that. But this needs to be driven by the technical people, if you ask me. Like everything AI, just like you said, there's so many things that we don't know, and it's really not in our skill set to know these things. It's easier to ramp up leaders in IT to really lead the charge as far as how AI is used in the organization, and then HR to be a strong partner, not an afterthought partner like we're usually, but like a strong partner helping with the adoption of it for sure. And many IT teams have user adoption teams. I know because I've worked on them. No, this is time for HR to lead the adoption of this, but not lead the implementation of it. So, oh, kind of agree, kind of disagree with you.
Yeah, I'm kind of yeah, I'm 50-50 because I think that I think even, what you said, they still need training to do that. I think, people need that kind of context training and all that sort of stuff.